Go. Run! Fuck! You're on fire. What do you do? Roll initiative.
Come on, Austin. Do I have to fucking start talking? You're just gonna sit here and eat your snackies.
I like my snackies.
All right. So
He's gonna kill us.
You little bitch.
the town burns up and you guys die in a tornado attack.
Yeah.
John's character is actually
Cool.
Pardon.
My next character is gonna be.
All right. So we're gonna do a little one-on-one time with Scotty. So it's gonna be. This is gonna be an opportunity
on,
for
Scotty.
John to exercise shutting the fuck up.
Fuck off. Not gonna happen.
I know it's gonna be difficult. Like, I mean, Adam. Like, I don't know if you guys. This will be an opportunity for both of you
What the fuck do I do?
to let Scotty figure some of this out for himself and not give him any ideas.
We have been.
Thank you.
Yeah, for real, man. Like, when have we been fucking? Hey, Scotty, do this.
All right. So, again, this is
Fuck off.
No, he's still talking. That's all I know. So,
You're insulting me.
hey, how you doing?
Yes. I'm doing okay. Trying to get this computer from not slowing down and making it sound like garbage.
Good news. Everything sounds great on our end.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you do sound great. So, last time, I'm going to give you a little, catch you up a little bit too now. Maybe you know some of this, maybe you don't. When you guys got split up, the other guys went up. They went up to the captain's house, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You guys, you and the
I see what you're
hunter went to the precinct. While you guys were there, you rummaged around the captain's house, or you rummaged around the captain's office, and you found a safe. Now, the place looked like it had already been once over, like someone else might have been there already. And you guys found the safe, and you guys got some dossiers on different characters, and a bunch of other documents that are all coded and you can't read.
That snacky juice will get you.
What it was. This persistent cough is kicking my ass. It's almost worse than COVID was. So, there wasn't too much that really happened. We spent a lot of time up in the captain's house doing stuff and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys didn't get in any fights or anything. But when you left, you guys went towards the rendezvous point. And you guys found each other. And then after you guys talked for a little bit, so you would know that they were successful and found shit. And then you guys went north. But you got separated from them. So are you on roll 20 on the map?
Yeah, I'm getting it pulled up.
So a lot of the fuck me, can I fucking talk shit? Stop fucking. I'm gonna go get a fucking cough drop or some shit. This is fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
Let's see. Just gotta wait for it to clear up here.
Fuck, we lost him already?
Oh no.
Coughing fit. Had to go get a coffee up.
Fuck me. Yeah, I couldn't fucking talk. Okay.
There we go.
So,
Here we go.
when you guys went towards the dock to the safe house, which is this yellow square, you guys live on this side. And this is where your meetup was, because it's an old construction place. It's a 2-story, half-constructed office warehouse something. It never got finished, but it had a great vantage point of the docks. That's why it was abandoned. And you guys really used it to see what was what. And then that's when you saw, oh, there's a full-on invasion of a goddamn town, and shit's on fire. And then you guys busted north. And that's when you got separated from them, right? So there was a full day where they went north. They don't know where you went. They did some shit. I don't know if they told you, but you don't know what they did. And now you're kind of on your own.
Okay.
So your character would be down here. And you guys were going north, and this is where you guys got separated. There were a lot of people. Like, essentially, this entire area was being evacuated. And everyone was, like, fleeing this way, right? Like, everyone was essentially going north up the road, right? So, what do you think? So, there's crowds everywhere. Everyone's going north. To the south, there's all kinds of shit. There was a line of there was all the captain's guards and everyone was going south and basically ignoring all of you guys because they're going to go down and fight people. What do you think your character would have done in this time once he realized he got separated from the team? What's going on in his mind?
I'm trying to think of what I was doing last time. I was trying to think here. You said we already went through the captain's house?
Yeah, last episode, the other guys went to the captain's house, found his safe, and took a bunch of shit. You know that they have something from the royal something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just took a bunch of shit. They don't even know what it was yet. But their stuff, they mentioned in passing that they got a bunch of coded shit, and you probably pieced together because your mind, you kind of have that really shitty kind of a person mind who's always listening for shit and also piecing things together in the background. That you know that you have shit that is also coded, like it's in code. And
yeah,
also in code, you probably put that together, and you guys just ransacked the captain's office and the house. You came together. Now you're separated.
Okay. So I guess I would try. So I have. I'm trying to think. I got this. I got some coded stuff. We didn't have like a point to where we would meet, did we, in mind?
You did, and you went there, and you found that that meeting place was untenable. It was a really bad place to meet.
Okay.
So you guys decided to book it north. While you guys were booking it north, you guys got separated.
Okay.
So this is good time. We don't have to do like role playing for every piece. This is kind of be like we did for that first episode where you just sort of tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what kind of happens. And if you meet someone, we'll do some role playing. But for now, it's just kind of curious as to like what would varies. Like what would he do in this kind of situation? This town is kind of on upheaval. Shit's going everywhere. What do you think you're doing?
Do I know, like, if the item I had, like, with the codes on it, do I know... Oh, I guess maybe if I can go... Could I go... Would I find somebody that would have like a means of decoding it? Like, can I go meet that
Listing.
that like insider, that guy that I know, to see if I can't get an insight on what I have?
I mean, you definitely have a bit of a network. Let's say that you go to the place that you would normally meet him, down here in the city, in the southern part of the city, and it's empty. Like, not just his house is empty, but the whole row is empty. So let's say that you go over here, trying to find your buddy, but empty because everyone was fleeing the city, and there's a bunch of guards going south. So go there, and he's not there. No one's there.
Okay. Then I guess I would try. I try to maybe go to a tavern if there's one still.
Are you looking for a place to hole up for the night, kinda?
Yeah.
All right. So you hear there are these these guards with like these little just cones and stuff, and they're sort of yelling for everyone to just head north. Right. So where would you go up here in the city area? Like, where do you think you'd go? So you'd probably like go up this main road, right?
Oh, it's Castle Ward, City of the Dead. I see the Great Drunkard. Good, the God Catcher. Does it look like there's people that are actually they're just leaving the city altogether and like not entering any of these taverns or businesses or anything like that, or just going to the north side of the city?
You were down here, and then as you cross this little road right here, you did see that you did see for every 10 people going north, there were 2 or 3 that were going out this gate right here. Like, you could see people going out. Like, some people were just like, "Hey, I got a family in Undercliff. I'm gonna go over there." So you do see some people in the city. Well, I don't know. All right, I'll give you some options, maybe. Help you think it through a little bit.
Yeah.
Think about your character. Think about their background. And then think about what they would do in that situation. Are they looking for an opportunity? Are they looking to keep it safe? Are they looking to get an advantage point to see what's going on, to see if they need to get out of the city? Or are they trying to get to someplace, to someone that they care about, to try and protect them? What would Varys do? There's massive chaos going on in the city. No one's
Now would probably be the time to get an opportunity to maybe talk to someone like high up, or at least higher up in the kingdom. While there's chaos, I can nose my way.
Okay. So maybe like a minister of the city, somebody who's a little higher up but not quite the captain, for you to sort of ask a few questions to.
Yeah. Where would that be?
So let's say that you know the minister of economy. No, you know the sub-minister who works in the economic development department, who manages the gambling and gaming industry. That's who your guy. I feel like that's who your guy would have known. Not the minister, but the sub-minister. Okay. You know the sub-director of the person who deals with the economy shit? specializes in, or who's in charge of the gambling and gaming industry.
All right. Yeah. Then I would. I'd go talk to him.
Okay, so you want to go talk to this guy. Let's find out where he lives. What we got? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's see where he lives.
You want me to?
He lives up in Seaward. And I like to roll whenever I'm doing stuff like this to find out where they are. Alright, so he lives over in this area right here. He lives pretty far north. Oh, not. He lives up here.
Okay.
It's a little bit nicer district up there. And let's say that this house right fucking here is his house. Right in the middle of this thing right there. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll head to his house then.
yeah, for sure. Oh, here it is. Alright, how do you read it? Oh, fuck. I did it. It's already in there. Hey, Adam. Can you help me with this shit? It's not working.
What's up?
I need, text.
Okay. So
You
what do you want it to say?
This guy right here, just type in Shady Subminister. This is his house right here. And this is the contact that he's got in the government.
Alright, I'll work on sizing it. Ping it again, and I'll give you a dot to go next to.
It's this house right here in the center.
Okay. Okay. I'll work on it.
Alright, so... here's what we're gonna say. You have done some things for this cat, but
Okay.
it's always a give and take relationship. You've done him some favors, but you've also called in quite a few of those favors too. So you don't have a bad relationship, but it's always kind of like whenever you see each other or whenever they come to you, it's always like, oh gosh, he needs me to do something for him that he doesn't want to get his hands dirty, and I probably won't enjoy. But then I'll be able to call in something for him. And it's kind of the same way when he sees you. He's like, well, shit, but I do owe the guys. So you guys sort of have a, not rocky, because it's a fine relationship, but it's always it's very much give and take. I'm only here because I need or want something, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And let's see. If it's even, he's married. If it's odd, he's single. So this guy's a single dude. He's a bachelor. He's divorced 3 times. He's got kids from 2 of the marriages. None of them live with him.
Okay.
So going and seeing him late at night is probably fine. Oh yeah, that's a good place for it, actually. All right. So we're gonna go into movie zone now. So what we've been sort of watching you kind of make your way through the city. There's been like burning ash that's sort of been falling on you guys. The further you got north, the less ash there was, but the wind seems to be going north. The further north you got, the less like loud it sounded. Once you start to get in this area, you can also smell some of the salt from the sea. You can hear some of the waves. Not the waves, but you can definitely smell it, and you're definitely near the sea air. It's also a very cold night tonight. as you go into this area is very well lit with like these little lanterns, right? Because it is like it's a
Mhm.
nice part of town. So there's not a lot of dark alleys or dark places, but there's quite a few people milling around and walking around. So you're here, and you should be able to control your character. So go ahead and move around a bit. Hold on a second. Can I? All right. I don't know if this will work. So you go up here. Do you go and knock on the door, or do you just try and sneak in by the windows to see what's going on? What do you want to do?
Well, I guess if I walk to the front door, would I see like windows to kind of look at as I'm going by?
Yeah, he's got windows, but the ones by the front door all have the blinds covered and stuff.
Okay. I'll probably just go up and knock on the door.
All right. You get a little knock, knock, knock. He comes. You hear someone walk up to the door. Who is it?
What? One of your good friends, Varys.
Ah, Christ. Now it's Thorson. All right. He opens it up. He opens up. He's got one of those little things that he opens up a small door so he can see you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you into now? What are you doing? What's up?
Well, just crazy times right now. It's a good time to see a friend, as always. Mind if I come in?
He sort of looks around you for a little bit. He says, "All right, get in." And he opens the door and lets you walk in. And then he closes the door behind you, and then he walks into the kitchen. You want some whiskey?
Ah, yes. Oh, always up for a drink.
All right. As always, never turned down a free drink. He pours himself one, and then takes a sip. He pours you one and hands it to you. He's got.
Thank you.
You think you've been in his house before?
Yeah, I would think I've been in his house before, like, if we were, having to talk about a deal or a favor or whatever.
All right. Let's say it's been. Oh, you were there just last month. You were in the house just last month.
Okay.
What's well, other than all this shit going on down in the docks, what's going on? Why are you here?
Oh, not much. Just trying to make my way around, and I know you would know a few things that maybe I don't, or that I might know something that you may not. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Do I know about the king having an affair with the Duchess?
No.
No? Okay, then I have that coded thing, right?
So, what does he have, guys?
I don't think he's got anything. Whatever he would have had from the jump.
Yeah. I don't think he had anything.
Because we decided we had it all because we got separated, remember? So anything we got from last session,
That's fine. Okay.
we had on us.
So, what you know is that you have some documents that are coded. You don't have the documents, but you know that you have coded documents, and you know they have coded documents.
We have coded documents, dossiers, maps of possibly hidden treasure.
The affair evidence.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't know about the
No. He knows the coded documents and the dossiers on various criminals, and he could probably list that list of names to him, and that may be something he would like.
That's what you got.
Sorry.
That's what you know.
Okay. I'm gonna try to decipher all that because it sounded like total chaos on my end. I want to bring up like, anything new of note going on in the city that you know of? Any particular events worth noting?
He looks at you. Looks at you for like a good half minute, and then he looks at his whiskey and takes a drink. How do I always feel? Why do I always feel that you seem to know the answer to the question that you're asking?
What? I don't know why you would think such a thing. Sometimes I'm just in the dark as anyone else.
Yes, but you always seem to ask more than you should already know. There are a lot of things going on in the city at the moment, other than the obvious commotion down south. The captain of the town is talking to the king. We're having some trade trouble from across the sea. There's a few things going on, but nothing that I know of that would touch your world. I don't see what would be piquing your interests right now.
Well, there's been some rumblings going on, things involving the king and the captain, and some people I know might have got a hold of some material. I wanted to see if you know anybody that might be able to take a look at them.
Well, the king and the captain, you say?
Just some rumblings going around.
Interesting. I haven't heard anything, but that does make sense from some things I've been hearing. Didn't have all the pieces to put together. Not my department, but I mean, I have many friends. Maybe if you told me a little bit more without telling me too much, and he kind of tips you his glass, without telling me too much, I might be able to get you in touch with the right person. Maybe somebody who knows that person.
Well, I don't have it with me right now, but I do know some people that do. If you can just send me or tell me who that person may be, I can reconvene and maybe we can both benefit from this a little bit.
Well, you've been good to me, and you've always been honestly dishonest. But I don't know who to send you to because I don't know what you have, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to ask you too many questions. Something falls off the back of a cart, some paperwork gets misplaced. Who am I to judge who picks it up and wants to know more about it to be able to return it to the right person? Of course, anyone would be concerned about such things, but do you know what you found, or do you know anything else about it?
And I don't, right? Everybody else has it.
Other than it being coded, it's coded, and they were in government offices type thing.
Okay.
I don't think that you've seen coded documents like this before, so that's probably new.
Okay.
You don't normally get into the government side of things, I don't think. You probably deal with the minister stuff and deal with like the direct shit, right? So this is definitely getting up into the higher echelons, but you don't know much more than that other than they're coded, but you probably haven't seen that kind of thing before.
Right. Okay. Then I'll try to explain. Well, I have some government documents. I'm just having a little bit of a hard time reading.
Oh. Huh. That's so. Wow. With these,
I figured you're one of the best people to know.
These documents, were they in envelopes, or were they were they just loose by themselves? They were in envelopes. They're in envelopes. So they were in envelopes, you say? Huh. Do you have trouble reading them because the language they're in, or because they didn't seem to be in the language at all?
What? I don't know. I figured it was something way above my usual level.
Well, if you found what I think you might have found, that's also a level above me, too. Did you get a chance? Did you take a look at these documents? Did you see them for yourself? You did?
Yes.
He then asks you to describe them to you a little bit. And let's say that you describe sort of that they were in like this weird series of dashes. No dots, no curves, just different dashes that were like marks, but then like some of them were different marks, but everything was like straight lines, but it was like it looked very weird, and you describe it to him. Huh.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. I don't my department doesn't deal with that stuff. Those are usually coded messages sent usually on extraterritorial, outside the city type matters. Most things are handled by couriers, and they're not normally stored because they normally are dispatched to outside, or they get sent inside, and then they get decoded and translated. But that's usually, so as being a sub-minister, I don't ever deal with things outside the city, deal with those. But that's interesting. Coded, you say, huh? Well, what I'm trying to get across, you caught him off guard. And like he looks a little surprised. Well, give me a perception check. Let me see how. Actually, I think it'd be insight. Give me an insight check.
Insight? Okay, let me pull up.
Kinda, yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Did it roll?
Nope. There it is. 17. All right, cool. So
okay, cool.
He's telling you a lot of things, and it's always good that whenever someone's giving you like a lot of like very plot oriented information, especially if they're a somewhat shady person that you know, it's always good to roll insight checks because they might be lying to you. I could be lying to you. You can't fucking trust me. These two motherfuckers over here, they don't trust me for shit. They could go out and talk to a guard, and the guard can say, well, good evening, and they might roll an insight check, and it's actually morning, right? They don't fucking believe me. So
not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Never, if you're meeting someone, they could be there, sent there to kill you, right? You can never know. There could be fucking guards in this dude's house right upstairs. So you always kind of have to, like, be careful how you say things, and then always give yourself a way out, but then always do insight checks. You know this guy, and you've had previous relations, and we're getting started, so I'm not fucking with you. But later on, I'll fuck with you. But so the insight check is good. If someone's telling you something, an insight check's like, all right, how much is this person telling me the truth? Are they being evasive? Are they being extremely excited? like it just gives you insight into what they're saying and some of their character, right? So in this case, everything he's telling is true. You can tell that he doesn't have anything to hide. He knows that if you find some shit, your relationship only works if you continue to help each other. And he's being the sub minister. You guys have had a good relationship, so you can tell that the way he's talking and describing some of these things is sort of like thoughtless. Like he kind of forgets you're there sometimes, and he's just like, "Huh, you found some coded messages. Wow, you don't really see me." And he kind of mumbles to himself a little bit, and you can tell that he's not trying to lead you on. You can also tell he is a little bit excited, and he's trying to hide it a little bit because he doesn't want you to know how interesting that it is to him that you found coded messages, because those are usually like in either the captain's safe or the captain's office, because he's the only right. Like, so it's definitely like, oh shit, huh. Or it could be in like like maybe the defense minister, right? The minister of the defense of the city. He might be talking to the king or outside areas. So it's not just the captaincy, but it is definitely very high level shit that you guys have if it's coded.
Yeah.
So all of this happens in like the space of a second, where you kind of like get that gut check, like, huh, all right, I see where you're coming from. You're trying to pretend like you're not that interested. And then he looks and he says, I don't have any friends in the way that you and I are accustomed to who know about that. Even just asking around might be a little dangerous. But
oh yeah,
I think I might know somebody we can trust.
I kind of thought you would.
Well, he's a minister, but he's been a little upset with how things have been going lately. And if I talk to him, I don't know if he has a way to decode it. But if he doesn't, then he definitely would know somebody who would, because he probably certainly gets coded messages sometimes. So
okay.
I mean, right now I don't know where he would be, but I might be able to. Yeah. This might be just the right timing. Let's give it.
I like the sounds.
Let's give it a few days. He looks down at his imaginary watch to see. He checks his Siri. Siri, what day is it? And then he says, "Let's meet up here at my place this same time next week. Give me a couple days to see get his temperature, and then let him know that I might have a question for him and see how he answers. Then again, I would say that if you don't hear or see from me within the next week, you might consider burning those documents."
Oh, really?
If anything's happened to me, I'd be very careful with those.
Okay. You sure do make this a lot more interesting.
Well, I'm glad you came to me. If you'd gone to anyone else, they would have gone directly to the captain. But the captain and I've been here. I'm here. So he's been there one of the longest in the city at the minister level. He's been a sub-minister longer than most of the other ministers have even worked there. Like, he's like a 30-year guy. And he's been staying at that sub. He's been in this position like the last 2 decades because he likes it. So yeah. He's been there for a while. And the captain has only been here for like 10 years, right? So, and the captain is the captain. right? Because they used the
Yeah.
old, how you guys in our last campaign, the captains were sort of the delegates of the king, and so each city has a captain, and there's only one, and they are sort of ruling that city or town or whatever in the king's name, but they don't have any. They're not like a duke who has their own authority in their own right. So he tells you they would have gone to the captain, but me and the captain don't always see eye to eye, and it's good to have a few friends, but I can be delicate. I can be delicate. You just be sure to take care of those.
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, probably wouldn't carry them on your person. Probably go to the library and get a. I think if you go up to the second level, there's a place where you can keep documents. You have to pay, but you can keep them there. Usually, it's for deeds and for other legal agreements. So they aren't normally seen, and they're used in a lot of the same sort of government-y type, like manila envelopes. So it wouldn't be too weird for you to take maybe you and maybe a few others, depending on how many you have, to take them there, because you'll probably be able to store them there at those lockboxes. And I think that it's for 30 days. You can keep them there without. That would be very normal in the world. And you might have even you might have even had a contract where you were signing something and you've used this before, but it's been so long and he jogs your memory. You might remember, oh right, they do hold the documents. Like let's say that there's a legal dispute and so they have to hold on to something. So there's different reasons why it gets used. It's sort of like a mailbox type, like a PO, not a PO box. It's like a safety deposit box for the bank, but it's not so safety deposit-y. It's just like just for documents. And like safety deposit box, they would have to.
Okay.
Someone would probably need to view it. I don't know. So you get some information about these documents you have. You have an idea of where is a safe place to store them. He imparts on you how, like, it would raise a lot of questions if just some random person walking around had royal coded documents, because there's no legal way that they could have gotten it. It'd be instantly obvious. So he kind of gets you up to speed. So, and then he gives you that time, come back in a week, and then he also says, since you're here, I assume you need a place to stay for the night with all the shit going down south.
Well, I don't mean to impose, but I mean we're already here. We can catch up a little bit.
Yeah, with all the shit that's going on around there, I wouldn't want to send you out. And then let's just say for the night, this is maybe the first time you guys got to just sort of like hang out for this long. Let's say that and you guys just talk, just hang out, and then takes you in the guest bedroom. All right. So, we'll fast forward that happened at dawn. So, let's say that you got there around the same time, maybe a little bit after these guys were checking in where they were staying. So
okay.
He lets you stay there. Let's say it's like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. No, let's say that you guys talk for a while. Let's say it's a little later. When do you think you would like? What would you do now? When would you start thinking about trying to meet up with the guys?
Maybe midday.
All right, so pretty shortly after. Okay. Well, you got yourself a quandary, Scotty,
Okay.
because you don't know where these guys are.
Okay.
And you don't in the city, so you need to find them.
All right. I
And
guess. Okay. Oh, good.
no, this is an opportunity for you as a player to get a little creative with your character and to problem
Mm-hmm.
solve with some role play or just tell me what you're thinking, right? So let's say Varys is in the city and he's got some people he wants to find, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not out of the ordinary for him. It might be a little hard right now with the bottom half of the city kind of burning and at war. What do you think you would do to try and find them?
Well, usually tavern I think is a good way to go. Or well, there's them. I don't know if they'd be at the market or yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to a tavern and maybe see if I can't talk to a barkeep and kind of give a description and just say, "Hey, have you seen these people? You know, these folks around?"
Well, okay. So you when you leave the house, you notice that there's a lot more commotion and activity than there normally is around this time of day. And as you start walking down some of the main roads, you notice that a lot of the places are pretty filled with people because of the people from down south. And
Yeah.
there are certain signs, and there are even some guards at different corners. And like, there's guards at every major corner. They're just sort of chilling. Some of them are directing some people. Like, you know, there's still places to stay up north. Keep walking, and once you get to X Street, you'll find some lodgings. So generally, there's a lot of people milling around, and let's say that the first bar or tavern you go to and you ask, they're like, you know what? There've been a lot of people, honey. There's been a lot of people coming in and out of here. I need you to be a little bit more specific about what you're looking for. Who's your friends and where are you trying to find?
Okay. So I get that, and then I go to describe the rest of the crew. Oh man, I feel like a dumb. I gotta look at everybody's names here.
Oh, you're looking for someone who's a big metal walking magical robot, huh? Well, I can tell you, I probably would remember that, and I haven't seen anyone around here about that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of what I figured.
So let's say that you go into a few. Which direction do you think you're going? Closer towards the center?
I'm gonna go a little bit to the south.
Yeah, because you did go pretty far north, generally speaking.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the last place that we were kind of close together was further south.
All right. So, you know what? I think there probably would be people walking around trying to find each other too. You're probably not the only people who got separated. I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as you go around and you're asking, most of them don't have any issue with like, oh, who are you looking for? Who are you looking for there, Sonny? What? A big metal walking machine. I ain't seen nothing like that. And as you go around asking people and kind of describing, you know, a woman, a half elf, and a walking robot monster, everyone keys in the walking robot monster. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And some of them are giving you weird eyes, like
more of a walking suit of armor there, often.
Yeah, that's a better.
But yeah,
yeah, walking, because we've looked at his picture. I mean, I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I get the premise of what you are. That's a great show, by the way. But as you go around and you're describing them, people are looking at you funny as you're going around looking for.
Yeah.
Some of them have never even heard of something like that, right? So, what do you think you're gonna do? You want to? And there's no right or wrong answer. You're telling the story. This is your character. What do you think he would do? Do you think he would just like, well, it's still daylight out. I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, because I think I would want whatever they have that could help.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe see, and I part of me would be like, oh, maybe I can ask a guard, but I don't know if I'm being searched for or not. Oh, but I can use my like makeup tools and change how I look and maybe ask a guard.
Yeah, good.
Okay. All right, let me go to my stuff here, see if I can.
I will say that is an absolutely wonderful and excellent idea that I love.
Okay. Then I don't know why my inventory is not pulling up. I guess it's not, screen is not big enough here. Let me try. All right, here we go. Where's my...
You should have a tab for us, Scott.
Yeah, well, I kind of had a half screen going for both the webcams and for my tabs.
You're cool.
And then I guess because when I tried to open it up, it wasn't showing. Okay. Yeah, then I'm going to use my disguise kit.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to make myself just like... just kind of do myself up, not how I normally look. I'll, just look like another commoner or something of the area.
Oh, you're not making yourself look like a guard? Is that?
Oh, you know what? For some reason in my head, I was thinking like, I'll just make myself look like somebody different in case they're looking for a guy that looks like me for some reason.
Oh no, that's fine too.
But
you can make yourself look like anybody in the city, brother.
I'm not trying to lead your character. I thought you said you wanted to look like the other guards as a guard.
The only thing about looking like a guard is I don't think I have any of their gear, and I don't think. No, I think that would be a giveaway.
He can do that, right, guys? He can just make himself look like a guard.
Yeah, no, it transforms your items, I believe. Disguise self does.
You change your
Go to
body
your
type
spells
from
and click on it.
Use a spell. You can add like gear and like if you want to add like armor, yeah, you can. But like if somebody like tries to touch you, their hand's gonna pass right through it. It's like an illusion.
Yes, it's an illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
then,
and they have an investigation check to see if they're keyed off that something's wrong. They would investigate you and get a spell save against your spell save DC. But you would also have the opportunity to do performance checks, persuasion checks, and things like that to help you.
Just make sure you
really
don't
good
get
at that.
Make sure you don't fucking get anywhere near anybody.
And lying.
In this case, if you have a question about something on your character sheet, like let's say you have this spell and you want to do something. You don't have to try and like work out what you can do. You can always ask me like, hey, and this is the same for you other two guys, and for you other two as well, to just say, hey, I want to do this, and I want to try and use this thing, and then I'll either tell you yes and or no but. So in this case, yeah, you can make yourself look like a guard. But if you act funny or do something, they might get suspicious, and then we get in that tug of war. But as we can start, you can.
I think I might use that spell actually, disguise self, and I'll make myself look like a guard.
Perfect.
It'll last for an hour or two, so.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. You go off into an alleyway. You do some hoodoo voodoo. And now you look like all the rest of the guards out there. maybe your shit's even a little tattered, right? It doesn't look perfect. Like maybe you're even missing like a greave or something. But
you're a shitty guard. Congratulations.
No, you look around. You look around all the guards and see that no one has like all of their shit together, and so you make it. You look like the rest of them. So
right.
So you're smart about it.
Okay, I was gonna say, did he roll to see if he did it well?
Doesn't.
Or did I miss something?
There's no roll.
Okay. No, I didn't think so. Okay, I misinterpreted.
No, you just do it.
Hey, John.
Yeah. Right back at you, brother. I'm a boomerang.
All right, you go off onto the corner somewhere, and you do some hoodoo voodoo, and let's say that you are over here now, right? So you're over there. You're just down south. It doesn't matter. No big deal.
Okay.
You're down here, and you look at a guard. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't find another guard, and maybe see if they would know any kind of, if they've seen anybody, or if there's been any talks of.
We're gonna roleplay. We're doing character. So you look at a guard, and you walk up to a guard. Go. I'm the guard. I'm standing there looking around. I make eye contact with you, or whatever. And then he kind of looks away, and then you walk up to him, and then you say,
I'll walk up and kind of make crazy times, huh?
Oh, yeah. Shit's getting all over the place right now. How's your night been?
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's been an interesting one. I've been put on orders to find these people, and I've had a hell of a time. It's just rough.
Oh yeah, who are you looking for?
I say, I'm looking for like a big metal man, and I'm looking for another couple characters, and I can't seem to find them anywhere. But they're a little bit of importance.
Yeah, you're looking for them too. Yeah, we got the word put out to keep our eye out for a walking suit of armor with no one in it. Hold on a second. Hey Johnson! Some guy comes over from around the corner. What the fuck do you want? Yeah, shut up. You ever seen, didn't you say that you saw that walking suit of armor around somewhere? This guy's on orders to look for him too. Oh yeah. They were down just on around the market, around the south side. That's the last time someone saw him. Terry. Yeah, Terry went over there and tried to find him. I think there was a guard over there that saw him go into one of the God, I can't remember what it was. The Great Dog or something down there. One of those taverns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and they checked in. I don't know what's going on. They left, and we're just hanging around. But yeah, there might be someone over there.
All right. Hell, I appreciate it. It's the best, most help I've had all day. Maybe I'll have a commendation in for it, huh?
I mean, I'm sure they'll be giving them out to everyone, every officer. They'll be getting commendations and medals for all the shit we're doing, but what else is new?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, you stay safe, guys.
All right, you too. So, I like the way that you asked all that, because you didn't say, hey, have you found these guys, saying that you're on orders. That was really smart, I think. So that's why they didn't do a check against you at all, because what you were saying made sense. Even though you didn't know that someone was looking for them, someone else, they are looking for them. So everything that you said made perfect sense to them, so there's no reason for them to doubt who you were, so there was no checks needed.
Awesome.
So, you get over here to around the other side. As you do that, as you're over here, you actually see Tux. You see Tux being escorted by 4 guards.
Okay.
So there's a few people milling around. There's some guards in different places. You don't see the other 2, John or Annette. You just see Tux, and Tux seems to be
John or Annette.
Hunter is the word. You were the guy.
So
well, you're never gonna see John because he's not a person in this world.
You see Tux, you see Hunter, and you don't see Hunter, and you don't see Annette. You only see Tux. But you see Tux, he's got like his arms in front of him, and you just see the little bit of rope. Not like he doesn't look roughed up. He still has a sword and shit on his back. Like he's not like super. You wouldn't guess like there's anything like really fucky going on. But there are 4 guards around him. He is restrained, restrained, and they're walking him south.
Okay.
Are they walking him south? Let's think about this.
Yes, they should be walking south if you're taking them
Are
back
they
to the
going?
police station.
Well, no, if they're going to that police station.
Right.
I'm sure
there's
know.
multiple police
I don't
stations.
think you know where I think they're taking him? I think they're walking this way.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna.
We were like right here. No, we were.
No, that's where
we were up here. We were like right here when they took him.
No, we were in here.
No, we
We were
weren't.
at the.
All
We
your.
were at that inn.
No, we
Right
weren't.
at the top of the
That's
You were
castle.
the
What I
Great
thought.
Drunkard.
No, first of all, the Great Drunkard is a walking statue. I googled it. We were up here. We were in the North Ward.
Wherever
Okay.
you were is where you're at now.
I'm just letting you know. Trying to help you out.
What's happening is we have Hunter and we have Annette. You guys jumped out the back. Tux is coming out the front. So we are now all together. Everyone is together. Annette and Hunter. I don't see any reason why Hunter wouldn't come along with you guys. So you guys, I don't know.
Yeah, he
This
would have
makes more
stuck
sense.
with me for sure.
I just think it makes more sense for you to play Hunter then.
Yeah,
Or, Adam.
I'll take him until you decide that he goes away. Is that what you meant?
You're over here, and he's got 4 guards.
Yeah.
And he's being taken this way. So I assume everyone's gonna follow at a distance.
That was our plan. I'm sorry, you dropped for a second in my ears. Did you say that we met up with Varys? Like, did we?
Not yet. He still looks like a guard.
Okay. Well, me and Hunter would for sure be following at a distance.
And I assume you guys are being a little stealthy, right?
Of course.
So give
All
me.
while trying to keep eyes on him.
Adam, give me 2 stealth checks.
You guys could always go this way too.
19 and a 22. Well, we're trying to stay within eye shot too.
So you guys are being super stealthy.
Yeah.
Scotty, you only see Tux, but you're also still looking like a
Yes.
dog. Give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Let's
Okay.
see. I just want to see if your perception check can beat their stealth check straight up.
All right, come on.
No. So you're pretty much focused on Tux.
Yeah.
You don't see them yet. You're not. You may or may not be looking at them, but you're also trying to be a little stealthy, sort of, as you're following them. But so far, Tux, John,
Okay.
your guys are. One of the guys might be even like talking to you, like, "Hey, do you know what's going on or why we're bringing you in? I have no fucking clue. Who are you?
I have no idea, guard. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Terry. I just take people. I'm just one of the movers around here. I think I've seen you
Now,
around.
why would you take a man into custody if you don't know why you're taking him in?
Well, I mean, we all have orders, right? Everyone's got to answer to someone.
But you're allowed to have questions, correct?
You know, you seem like the kind of guy who asks a lot of questions, huh?
You should ask questions about everything.
Yeah, you seem that type. See, in my world, it doesn't always make sense to ask questions because sometimes you hear answers you don't want to know. They tell you to bring a guy from A to B, and you bring the guy A to B, then you go home after your watch and have supper. I just try and keep my head down, but and then let you guys just talk and you try and expound on him being not at questioning things. As you keep walking, you and Terry just keep talking and you're just your difficult self. Eventually, it just, you guys get a little quiet. You guys don't talk too much. There's no way down. Oh, no. That's fine. We'll go up here. Oh no, fuck. We can go down there too. So, as you keep walking, John, give me a perception check.
Okay. Not the best, but a 12. I don't think it's getting any.
Well, what you notice? Okay, so maybe you don't remember too much, but you know that you don't seem to be going towards any precinct that you know of.
Can I ask where you are taking me?
Oh yeah. Well, all the precincts right now are sort of on a war footing, and so is the rest of the city. So we're taking you over to the marching grounds because that's one of the more fortified places outside of the city. It's pretty standard procedure, but that's where the captain and other captains and that's where the officers are right now, and that's where I was asked to bring you.
Can I make a history check on that local statute that I would have read in the library?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Give me a check, motherfucker.
16.
So, as he says that, you recall that when the city is on some sort of minor attack, the first fallback is actually to go to the marching grounds because it has the fastest way to. You are outside of the city, and you can go in any direction, right?
Gotcha.
Whereas if you went anywhere, you'd have to go through everything. So that's where they're at right now, and pretty standard, no biggie. And we're gonna say that this little guard outpost thing right here has stairs that go down to the marching grounds because I feel like it. So as you guys all get closer, the three of you, everyone but Tux, give me a perception check, and Adam, give me 2.
Okay.
And Scotty, I want a perception check for you too.
Okay.
17 for Annette, 19 for Hunter.
So, Annette and Hunter, they both notice that there is a guard that seems to be following the Tux and everyone else at a distance. And he also seems like he's trying to not stick out, like he's trying to, like, whatever.
Does Adam know that this is the guard that Scott is disguised as?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you guys don't. You guys just see a guard following at a weird distance. So it might be a little awkward.
Oh, hold on, let me double check that spell.
Scotty?
Yeah, you'd have to make an investigation check to discern the spell.
Right. Can we make an investigation check to discern that it is in fact him?
Why? Give me a reason as to why you might think it would be him, and then
I don't have he's fishy.
Well, other than he's fishy. A reason to investigate him because he's a fishy guard following Tux.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is a little shady. I'll give you that.
Why isn't he with the other guards, or why is he hiding from the other guards? He shouldn't be hiding.
Yeah.
So you just do a quick double check, and you're like, wait, what? And then give me that perception. Give me that investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
12, not great, and 20 should beat Scotty's spell save from Hunter.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
So Hunter would recognize him.
So Hunter's got those elven eyes, and he's got a little magic in his blood, and he looks over and he's like, "Oh, well, there's Varys."
Right.
He looks over at you and casually says, "Varys is."
There's Varys.
Yeah.
There's Varys as a guard, and then does nothing about it. But you can also tell from your perception check, because you were perceptive. He didn't fucking see. He hasn't seen you guys because you guys are being super stealthy, and you guys are dressed as commoners.
Right.
As a guard walking down the street, so he hasn't seen you guys yet.
Right. How far away are we from him? A couple 100 feet or so, or?
Yeah, just that many houses. He's at the corner of this one, and you guys might be in between the houses over there.
So, are they still marching Tux? Or have they halted at all, or?
Yeah, you saw them walk into the guard tower.
Oh, okay.
But that's all.
I would say we would probably try and get towards the guard tower while trying to kind of get into Varys's path, so we can have a quick meetup.
Yeah, I don't see that being any problem. You would just walk in. You could just you know it's him.
Yeah, when we get about 10 feet, we'll hit him with a psst.
Yeah, and you just sort of wave at him, and then. All right, so you guys are now together.
Okay.
The party has been rejoined as Tux is being separated.
Right. So she says.
Bye, my guys.
She says, "Where have you been?"
Shh. I'm undercover, dude. What are you doing?
Well, no one's looking. No one's looking for us. They just have the metal man. No one's seen us. They don't see me. I am like the wind.
Penn and Teller.
That's right.
I've been working on something. Why? What have you guys been doing this whole time?
Well, we've been gathering much needed intel. And then these men took Tux for seemingly no reason. Doesn't seem great. So we just tailed them. I guess you did the same. This is a nice getup you have, and she tries to touch the armor. It's probably her hand passes. She goes, "Oh, that part is not great, but still it looks good." We got to get him. We've got to get him out of there. I don't know. I couldn't hear them. I don't know that he's necessarily in trouble. They don't seem to have him restrained very tightly, which is promising. But I don't know. We have a couple ways we can do this. You can go up there as a guard. Perhaps Hunter can do a bit of recon as a different form. I'm just gonna talk like I know all of fucking Hunter's abilities because I have his character sheet. Or I think those are really our best two options. I am sneaky, but I don't know that I'm that sneaky.
Well, let me get up there and see if I can't talk my way to maybe me escorting him myself, under orders or something.
They already went inside, so that might be difficult.
They did go inside. They seem to have gone down pretty quick. You guys can see the walking suit of armor because it is pretty obvious that he went down the zigzag stair to the hunting ground.
Oh, okay. So they like took him through the guard tower, out of stairs, down to the lower outskirts of the city.
Yeah.
They weren't like they went through pretty quick. They knew.
We're headed there.
Okay.
And you guys can, as you guys are talking and walking, as you guys get really close, you guys are sort of like on this little bluff right here. You see this little like space. Talking right, kind of quietly right here, and then you guys see him.
Okay.
See him down there.
What's the is the bluff pretty shaky? Like probably a bad idea to try and go down it.
Yes.
Okay.
If you look, the map here show. I really like how they did it because they don't have like the walls where the cliff is, right?
Because you don't need them.
So, yeah, it's a fucking steep cliff, and let's say it's like a, I don't know, like a 30-foot cliff. I mean, that looks pretty serious.
That's cool.
And they're just not the only way that seems down is to come down here,
right?
Or you would just know from the city.
I have an idea. I got an idea about. So like, okay, from what we can see, like, what's it like down where like Tux's icon is? Here you go. I'll tell you my idea, and then you tell me why we can't do it. What I'm going to propose to Varys is he takes us, me and Hunter, and we can, tie a bit of rope around our wrists or whatever, down the same path that they took Tux, just so we can keep up with them, and then we still have this, like, cover, or cover plan for cover.
All right, so
is there, like...
Let me show you what's going on. I'm going to draw it out a little bit. Give me that...
Because if we get down there and it's just fucking wide open, that's not really great.
You gotta go through a guard tower to get down in that.
No, I understand that. That's what I want. Yeah. I want Hunter in his guard get-up to escort us the same way they went, as if we were his, being taken for questioning.
Gotcha.
The old Wookiee prisoner act again.
Yeah, I like it. Twice.
All right.
It can be a shtick. It'll work.
Right.
All right,
and
so
this is where the fight breaks out.
Right.
Let's say that oh wow, only a 9.
There's 9 guards in the whole ground.
I'm looking at out of 100% of the time, how much time left Scotty has on his
well, it's an hour, so figure out how long we've been doing this. It shouldn't be that long.
That's what I was wrong. But I mean, you guys did walk through the city,
sure,
and they weren't like rushing, right?
Right.
So
we went at a slow pace.
Right. Even 2.5 miles an hour, you guys went like half a mile. So.
He can always cast it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has 2 more spell slots if need be.
Right.
All right. Well, then that's
yeah. No, so let him know when an hour's been
up.
Does
he need to expend a spell slot? Yes or no?
Not yet. It's getting close, but it'll depend on what happens when you get down to the marching grounds.
Right.
So, Tux, you know things about the marching grounds a little bit based off of what was publicly available on the different ordinances. But the rest of you guys, generally what you know about the marching grounds is that's where the guards go to fucking march and train. Like, that's all.
Training ground.
This is where they would do like the rifle flipping training.
This is yeah, for sure. All different kinds. This is where their boot camp is. This is
archery training. Yeah.
So this is bad news. This is also, a fucking terrible place to go down into.
Looking at it, you can see that there is the gate. There is a small, like, 10-foot wall out there, and there are those guard posts at those intervals.
Right.
So, and everything in here, there are no trees. It's actually, there's a tree here, and there's a tree here.
Yeah.
And that's exactly like the map.
That fucking sucks.
And it's very, very level, and then there's a guard post right here that has perfect visibility over the whole marching route.
Okay.
So you guys you guys can see that because you guys are actually right here, and you can see that as well. That you can see the whole grounds. You can clearly see Tux and all the people and the fucking guards that are also like the place looks like there are a lot of guards there. Like,
okay,
there's a lot of guards.
Okay, let me look at something.
There's at least one full company.
Okay.
That's just training, right?
Yeah. Let's get back. Let's get back into fucking military groups that I don't know how big they are. That worked out well the last time. Okay.
This is lots and lots and lots.
Yeah, I imagine it's a lot like
we were like a
stripes.
battalion.
Yeah. It's fucking boot camp.
You missed last week. We tried that, and he doesn't know.
Neither did Boz. They're like, yeah, it's a battalion or a company or a fire team. I'm like, yep, all of those are the same amount to me because I wasn't in the fucking military. So, okay.
Sorry, bro.
So we're going to powwow here with Varys, and she's going to say, okay, here's the thing. You could pretend to take us down in your guard get up the same way that they took Tux, and perhaps it would work. But after that, where are we going to go? There's nowhere to hide down there. The only other option I can see fit is perhaps to have Hunter go in animal form and perhaps spy and hope to find out if Tux is really even in any danger. Do you have any better ideas?
What if we went in at night and maybe if me or another are posing as guards, maybe we can get him out. Just in and out, quick operation.
That is, that's a good idea. The only thing I worry is whether or not time is a factor. Because what time is it, Austin? It's like middle of the day, right?
It's around 5. It's getting like an hour before sunset.
Okay.
It's been a crazy. No, you guys had a full night's sleep.
Right.
Yeah, so it's getting close to evening.
I was gonna say I thought they took Tux around noon, but I didn't know. So I don't know, man. What do you think? Like, I'm down. Like, the night plan's good. We don't know how well lit this thing's gonna be at night. But presuming they don't just have random like braziers just like out in the middle of the empty grounds, it should be dark enough to sneak around. You know?
Yeah.
We have enough rope that we could just drop a line because Austin said this bluff was 30 feet. So if you want to just wait till night, we could just drop a rope, scale this thing, rappel down, and the problem is if they move. So Austin, I know you moved him just to do some drawing and shit. Where about is he?
Oh, if you guys, so
I'm gonna go get some more tea. I'll be back.
All right.
I imagine there's like a little, I don't know. Let's just say there's a nice little picnic table right here, and it's pretty empty.
No, I meant Tux. Like, have they taken him any further?
You guys are sitting there watching everything,
right?
And you guys are blending in pretty well because there's a little picnic table right there. You guys can clearly see Tux get taken into this building.
The big S-shaped one?
The big S-shaped one.
Great. Okay. All right. Well,
that's where Tux.
Sure.
Like, it's pretty obvious. That's the biggest office, and that's where the most guards are because that's clearly where fucking everybody is.
So the shitty part is Boz can't become, or Hunter can't become like a housefly because it has a fucking flying speed. Like if we were gonna use that plan, the best option is like a mouse, right? I would think. John, can you think of anything better?
A mouse or an ant?
Right. Like
or any type of small insect.
The only thing
spider,
I would
a beetle.
but they're gonna have shit movement speed. So like I'm thinking about him transforming up here and then going. So like it's gonna take an ant fucking forever to walk all the way over here, but like a mouse could probably make that run in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
He said, Austin, you said it's like an hour till sunset?
Yeah, like let's say the sun sets at 7 and it's around 6.
Okay, so...
And he's got 2 wild shapes, so he can do it twice.
Right, well, here's what I'm thinking. He goes down there, spies for a half an hour, and comes back, and fills us in on what he heard. To even know, like, what's going on. Like... Because we still don't know that this is dangerous, right? Or like, or that you're like incriminated or whatever.
Yeah.
Scotty, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so what do you think about this plan? Hunter can wild shape for an hour. I'm thinking we stay up. Austin said we're like kind of chilling at like a picnic table, like right on the edge of the cliff. We have him turn into like a mouse. Run down here, spy, and Tux is in this building with the yellow rectangle with the red fill. We have him go down there, spy for half an hour, and then hoof it back and let us know what was said. Because we don't even know that he's in trouble yet, or if he's in trouble. They might just be like, hey, this other thing happened. Do you know anything about it? Like, that has nothing to do with us. Do I think that's what's happening? Metagaming? Fuck no. I think he's fucked. But that's not how you play D&D. So, what do you think about that plan? Because if we do that for an hour, it gets dark. Then we can just drop a line, climb down it, and then, you know, try and fucking stealth to him and break him out if we need to.
Thoughts, Austin?
I'm more worried about Scott's thoughts. What do you think, Scott?
I'm just here to.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. If somebody can, you know, if you can shapeshift like that, I'm not opposed. I mean, that would be a smarter route. The only other idea was I could, you know, if we, you know, we have a couple of us posed as guards. If we were to get down there and see he's being guarded, if that was the case, and we go like, oh well, we'll take over the, you know, watch duties and maybe throw, you know, a couple coins their way to go to a tavern and we pull them out ourselves. But I think that's a better idea.
Kit.
So here's so
Varys has a disguise kit.
Okay, and how does that work?
I mean, that's really up to the DM.
So
I would just allow you to make a disguise.
Let me just play devil's advocate so we can cover our bases, right? For you to stay in guard form, you're gonna have to at least burn another spell slot, maybe 2. And if we get in a fight, you're gonna be down to cantrips and whatever kind of fucking martial weapons you got.
He can use the disguise kit on all 3 of you. Or
right,
2
I get that. I just don't know how that.
And then wouldn't need that.
I just don't know how it works. That's all.
I mean, if I were running it, the rules are kind of finicky on all the kits. If I were running it, I would have him. He makes it up, and then we just roll versus your guys' deception. Based on if you're able to pull off answering all the questions, and Scotty'd probably take the lead. You're not bad behind him.
So here's what it does. Proficiency with your kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. So I don't know, like
whatever you'd want to call that.
Right. What are the like? Do you just make it
deception? Make a deception check,
or do they just make like an investigation check against like his spell save DC? Like that's not bad.
No, I mean that's spell casting. That has nothing to do with him being able to disguise.
But I'm talking about is just setting it as
you
a DC.
don't have a spell save DC, and you could have the same thing.
But he's the one with the disguise kit, so he would be making us up.
What are you asking?
We also don't have like guard uniforms. This like all this does is let him put makeup and hair dye on us. Like,
oh,
I mean,
gotcha.
you change your physical appearance. That's it. So, like, he can make me look like somebody else, but I'm going to be out of uniform.
I mean, you could always just try and find 3 guards and kill them and take their shit.
Yeah, but that's fucking... You know what, Mike? You know what? Okay, how about this? What do you think about this
You
idea,
say killing
Scott?
people is penalty of death. Killing guards cannot be any better than that.
What if they were like shitty guards?
I mean, that's true, but then I don't get to hang you.
What about? Hang on, I got an idea. Let's see how this idea. Try this one on for size. What if Scotty goes up? He's in got his disguised cell phone. What if he goes in this guard tower? See if there's any fucking guard uniforms laying around. You could sneak some fucking guard uniforms around. Out. We might have a fucking plan here.
Yeah. Oh, I like that a lot.
I mean, it's worth at least you going in there and looking around and see if you can ask any questions. Like, hey, well, you know what's up with that? Like, let's do that. Why not? Austin, you down?
You guys can try anything you want.
How you feel, Scotty? You want to try that?
I kind of like that. I think that's fairly smart.
We're gonna have to wait anyway. Like, and in that meantime, if you want, while you do that, Hunter could shapeshift and go fucking do his spying, and I could just chill. We want to run that?
Say that one more time.
So while you poke around in the guard tower, we have Hunter wild shape into a mouse and go see what he can gather. And by the time he comes back, maybe you got your recon done in the guard tower. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Or at the same time, I should say. Sound good?
I think that sounds pretty good to me.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do, Austin. Hunter's going to wild shape into a mouse and try and get as close to Tux as he can in mouse form, while Scott in his disguised self form goes into this guard tower and sees what he can find, while I just fucking chill outside looking inconspicuous. Smoking a cigarette or something.
Just jerking off in the corner to tranny porn.
I mean...
Oh, sorry. This is
it's what. Oh, not what are you doing right now? This is what we're doing.
The trans jokes are for the games chat. I forgot James was here.
It's fine. That's all right. I caught some motherfucker who was all like, he's like, tranny porn's gross. I'm like, you like lesbian porn? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you like money shots? It's like, yeah. I'm like, you kind of get both of them at the same time.
Like, do you really like a bunch of guys in your porn who are grunting and being fucking stupid? Anyways, we're getting off topic. So
no, let's delve into this. Come on.
Female on female porn for everybody.
This video is definitely getting pulled from YouTube.
It's kind of like lesbian porn,
right?
But there's a girl getting fucked without a strap on.
Right.
Like, how is that not a cool thing? Like, anyways.
I understand exactly where you come from, Austin.
Tune into Austin's podcast to hear him discuss this more.
Let's do it. We'll be an LGBTQ favorite.
I don't think that's true at all. I think you would be wildly unpopular in that community.
For what? What'd you say, John?
We'll be an LGBTQ favorite.
You know, we'd be
advocates.
We'd be advocating just general openness.
He certainly would have good intentions about it. Let's put it that way.
And just saying,
we're not gonna be like me. We might say some off-color shit.
We're just we would be discussing things like the evolutionary biological desires and needs and how it makes sense into the male psyche.
Can we see how this fucking infiltration plan works out? Let's fucking go.
I am not politically correct. I don't understand that shit.
No one listens to this but us.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, you guys are about to try some shit, and I gotta tell you, I love what's about to happen to you guys.
Okay, because somebody's dying. Just don't kill fucking Boz's character because he's not here. That'd be rude.
So if you don't show up, then you might die, or you might get a pass. Who knows? So we've got Tux down here.
No, you can't kill his character, bro. That ain't.
Held down here. We've got Hunter, who's going to transform into a fucking
mouse. We're gonna go with mouse, like a typical gray mouse.
He's going into mouse form, going down here.
Yes, I like how his icon is now smaller. That's good work.
Well,
there.
we're splitting up. I like this.
Yeah.
Varys is gonna try and go inside here to get some shit, and Annette is out here contemplating.
No, I'm gonna stay at this picnic table and keep eyes on the situation.
Annette is standing at the picnic table, drawing some
birds.
Just trying to be like, hey, I do this during city.
No, you know what she's doing? She's got like a dagger out and she's like phantom like cutting fish. Like she's just practicing like shadow boxing but fish filleting.
Playing with that. So
maybe whittling with a stick or something.
No, I said what I said. It's fucking terrible looking, but she's
we're
doing
gonna do this, and there's no going back. There's no retconning.
Nope, it's on. Let's do this shit.
So first, we're gonna do is Varys. You go up to the guardhouse. Give me a perception check as you walk up to the guardhouse.
Okay. Perception.
Oh, and Austin, let him know when his hour's about up in case he would like to recast this guy's self.
Yes, Taco. Okay, so you see this place seems to be pretty buttoned up. There are windows that have their boards, like the shutters, are all closed.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, they are open. All the shutters are closed, and it seems pretty buttoned up. So that's what you see. In front of you, there's a path that goes to a door, and there are some like slits that come out from this. There's some slits to the side, and there's just the door right there. What do you do?
I guess it doesn't seem like there's nobody around, like, or it's just kind of tightly shut. Like,
you can't tell. That's just what you see.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna knock on the door.
All right, you knock on the door. Password.
Ah, shit.
What's the password? Who's out there?
Oh, sorry, I'm the new guy.
He opens up the door. You come on. You know there's a password here to get down here.
I know.
Get in the marching grounds or into the city. Right?
Sorry, it's just my first day. I mean, can I get a pass? I just gotta get in here.
We got rules and shit. Fuck. He opens the door and lets you in because he feels like you're a fucking dumbass. And he doesn't want everyone else in the world to know that guards are dumbasses. Get your ass in here. He closes the door. Where are you? What's your what unit are you with? What precinct are you assigned to? What are you doing out here? What do you need? Come on. Answer some fucking questions.
I was sent here by the captain.
Well, how could they have sent you here? They're already down there. What do you need for them? You need to go to the captain, or the captain sent you somewhere to get something?
No, I was actually his assistant, and I spilt wine on him, and I got put up here now.
He doesn't believe you.
No deception check.
No, that's what it is. So he looks at you. What? He looks at you weird. Would Scotty make the deception check?
Yes.
Well, does he want to first investigate Scotty's spell?
Yes, he would. He would look at him.
So roll an investigation check, because if he's looking at him up and down more closely, which he would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll help you with the rules.
Which would be it would be an intellect bonus.
Yeah, whatever his intel is.
What?
Unless he's proficient in investigation.
I am not proficient.
Not you. This is for the guard.
He's checking out. He's trying to see through your disguise self spell.
Yeah. And then for what you're saying, you would get a deception check.
Right.
Okay.
But what you've said is obviously odd, so he would get an investigation
Hell
check
yeah.
for sure.
Gerhard Richter is back.
What'd you say?
I was just using it, but we were getting. So he got let's say he got a 16.
That's not good.
Because
what did he roll?
He rolled a 16.
Oh, okay.
14 plus.
Yeah, if he doesn't have an intel modifier, then yeah. He passes.
So if he rolls a 16, what does that go against for Hunter?
It's not
his spell save.
It's his spell
you
save
passed.
DC. He
so you see right through his spell.
Well, you don't. I don't know if you like the shit doesn't go away, but I think.
No, it doesn't go away for anybody else, but you see him. You see through it. You know it's a spell.
Right. You know it's not. You know there's something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, here, funny man. What the fuck's going on? Are you sure you want to be in here, or would you like the opportunity to get the fuck out of here?
Oh. Do I see if there's anybody else in this guard tower area besides me and him?
There's one other guy there who's also to the side, but he's not really fucking saying anything. He's reading like a book.
I would also like to know if I am in earshot of all this.
No, they're inside and the door's closed.
Okay.
They're like in the chamber.
If that other guy isn't really paying attention, I want to use Charm Person.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
That gives him advantage on persuasion and
he's got to roll a save first.
Yeah,
so the humanoid must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, but we're not fighting him.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just.
If it fails the saving throw,
wisdom
charmed by you until.
He basically treats you like you're a friend.
Yeah.
If he fails the wisdom save, so Austin, you need to roll a wisdom save for this guy.
That's a little much. We're just gonna do. Yeah, he didn't. I wasn't even gonna let him.
That's awesome.
I wasn't gonna let him use for +7. I was just gonna give him like a +3, but he rolled.
Why does my fucking paladin have a +7 to wisdom saves? What?
Yeah, I just pulled the character up.
No, I know it's fine. I'm just I'm curious.
So no, he didn't. He's sharp as a detective because he's got those honed instincts, but he's also a little bit dulled because of his age and he's fucking right here. So okay, he's charmed. What do you do?
I was like, come on, we've all. We forget sometimes. There's a lot going on in the city right now. Everything's a mess right now. A slip of the mind.
Okay, so you have advantage on ability checks. So,
for his persuasion.
Yeah, so give me a persuasion
deception.
check. And roll.
Deception. Wait.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, it does so with you.
Yeah.
No, wait. Where are you guys getting any of this? This dude just straight up treats him like a friend.
A charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact socially.
You're right. I didn't go to the charmed condition. I'm dumb.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut it.
All right, I know how to fucking Google shit really quick.
So yeah, he'd probably make a deception check.
So you would probably want to do a, like a persuasion check. So you're trying to.
No, he's lying his ass off.
So roll with.
They're the same. They're the same modifier, John.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Roll with advantage and let's see what you get.
For persuasion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's see.
Nice.
Wow.
That a boy.
So
27. I think that's our highest roll so far.
That was a nat 20 with that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you are a disguised person. He saw through the disguise and saw that you were like fucking shady and saw it through it, right? But you then charmed him to say, "Hey, come on!" And then he's softened a little bit, but it's not just like he's brainwashed and thinks that you're his master. So you're getting some leeway. So what do you want to ask him or do now that he's persuaded to listen to you or not just like chuck you out or try and kill you automatically? What do you want to do?
So how long does this fucking last?
So I'm trying to get other uniforms out of this.
That lasts an hour, yeah.
Oh, is it concentration?
No.
Are either of them? No.
No,
they aren't. That's nice.
Yeah, he currently has no concentration spores. So that's good.
Okay.
Damn. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look, here, Scott. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but like, this dude with your social interaction skills and advantage on them, you can basically do whatever you want to this guy socially, and he's probably gonna do it unless you really botch an advantage roll. Think about it that way.
You're gonna succeed from here on out.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just trying to get one set of armor, ain't we? Like guards armor, right?
Two would be great.
Okay.
2 would be great. 1 is necessary.
Okay. I guess I'd just kind of say, I'm actually here to get a new set of armor and show that mine's kind of worn down and ragged.
Oh, so that's why you look like some kind of, I don't know. For a second there, you looked like you weren't even a fucking guard.
Yeah. There's a lot going on right now.
Wow. I guess that's... you have to sign it out, though. But...
Loving that.
You can...
I don't mind signing it out.
All right. Well, come on upstairs, and it's a spiral staircase. You go up, and there is I mean, of course, there's gonna be like some shit, right? There's enough for like if someone were to come in plain clothes, they'd be able to get in their guard uniform, and there's maybe like 3 uniforms and shit there, and there's some provisions and food and like whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he says, "All right, I'll let you take one. You go ahead and here and sign it out, and then put your company and headquarter and your officer and fill it out."
Okay.
I'm guessing you would just bullshit and like look at what someone else put above you and just like make shit up, right?
I would like change my name. Like I wouldn't use a name from above. I'd make up a bullshit name. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, but
yeah.
I got you.
And then I want to see if I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mark 1. I don't want to push my luck. And then just get it jot down. Like, oh yeah, just 1.
All right. Well, here you go. Is there anything else, or are you good? I got a lot of shit.
No, I think this is set this up. I'm sorry for the confusion earlier.
Yeah. Well, it's been a long day. All right, get out of here, crazy kid. All right, so you are able to successfully wheedle yourself a guard uniform, and I wasn't gonna let you have it at first, but you got pretty slick with some of your spells there, you little shit, and then
That's what they're there for.
you successfully talked your way out, saying like, "Oh, I need a new uniform because mine looks like a piece of shit," which actually makes sense of why you might have looked like you weren't a fucking guard for a second.
Can I tell you what I would have done with the
This is
name?
what this party's built for.
Yeah, but he did it well, and it all made sense.
You know what I had done with the when I had to sign a name? If that guy wasn't looking, I'd have been like, "Hey man, thanks for the help. What was your name again?" And when he told me his name, I would have just signed his fucking name.
Think about it. We got 3 phenomenal infiltrators and the biggest distraction on the planet.
Right? Yeah.
And as he gets stronger, he can only get bigger.
We have we got 3 different means of Lokiing around here, and the fucking Iron Giant. Like it's not bad.
Awesome.
All right,
I'm loving this party.
Hunter, not Hunter, very successfully.
He's gonna have so much heat on him the whole time this campaign's going on.
He's not
He's
making
gonna
it.
get brought in like 47 times.
Well, yeah, you do have 3 deceptive motherfuckers.
We'll be really good by like the 41st time. We'll have this like how to break him out plan down pat. Like it'll be great.
Oh yeah, it'll be science. Like
all right, so you successfully
15th level.
have your armor. You get out of the door. We're now going to cut to half an hour before, and as we screen cuts to black and it says 30 minutes earlier, we go back. The camera zooms in to Hunter as we see Varys walk off and knock on the door. And password, and then Hunter turns into fucking Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to play the Mouse, Adam. What do you fucking do? What's going on in your mind right now as a mouse?
I mean, I've spent some time around mice, and
Like,
they
you
run
want-
around and they piss and shit a lot.
Like, do you suddenly want some cheese? Like, you're like, oh shit. And
Dude,
then-
come on. Do you know that a much better mousetrap bait is peanut butter? Let's go. Because they eat like grains and shit. But no, like when it happens, he kind of just, every time I imagine a druid shape-shifting, it's like Animorphs. You ever see Animorphs?
Nope.
Oh, it's a cool show. You just like, it's like
That was a good show.
You have
This show.
you have a person on this side and a mouse on this side, and it's just like a gradient, and they just fucking shrink and transform. Like it's like as if there was a slider, and you just drag that slider over.
So you're a mouse form,
Mm-hmm.
and you scraggle your way down this cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a fucking mouse. Of course,
Right.
Of course, you can get down.
Right.
Mouse can get fucking anywhere, right?
Right. Anywhere their head can fit through.
And you then go into this plane where the grass is taller than you are.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do?
He just makes it. He also knows where Tux is being held because he was right there while watching with a net, and he makes a beeline for that building.
All right, when you get to about here, I want you to give me a perception check.
Okay. You do retain all your skills and stuff, right?
Yeah.
To a point. I mean, you can't use a sword.
Right. No. I think you retain.
He's talking about
you retain all your
mental faculties.
you
You
retain.
retain all your mental faculties and mental skills.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You are still you.
20 on the perception check.
All right, you smell either one cat or multiple cats. You don't know, but your mouse nose can definitely smell some fucking cats.
You know what I'm really worried about now? Toxoplasmosis. Because that shit is deadly to vermin.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's going to be super wary of cats. What, dude? It makes them unafraid of fucking cat piss.
No. My favorite part about Boz being a druid is going to be your random
Animal facts?
Animal Planet facts.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm on that shit.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be the death
We're
of him is
gonna
what
learn
it's going to
something.
be.
All right. So you are there, but you can smell a lot of fucking cats.
Okay, I mean, he's just going to, move carefully. He's not going to stop moving.
Give me a stealth check.
Until I see a fucking cat.
See how stealthy you can be.
Okay. Not great stealth. 9.
That's not good stealth.
No.
Not great stealth.
It's not.
A place that...
Right. Did I see any cats?
You smell them.
Right, but you can smell a cat in a house.
That's true, but you know what they say is that if you have mice somewhere, get some kitty litter and have some of their pee or poop or whatever, and like put it in that area, and the mice, well, if you have a problem, it'll be gone because they don't go with, they can smell because that's their prey to the cat.
Sure.
So you can definitely smell the cats. You know there's cats around. This is cat central.
Right, but but he also retains his mental faculties, so that includes bravery. He's not chicken shit.
I'm just saying,
sure.
Like, if you the person were going down there, you wouldn't give a shit. You might smell a cat and be like, fuck, whatever.
Right.
But you can. I'm just telling you, the cat, or you can smell like, oh shit, I know that cat, and I know I look like a fucking mouse.
Right.
I'm fucking dinner.
Sure.
So you did roll a shitty stealth check, but you're still fine. So you want to go into the building, right?
You know what I was gonna ask you when I got there, what is the what I was hoping would happen, but it probably won't. Is the building like perhaps elevated on like tiny stilts? Or is it just like on a foundation? Like what's it like?
No, these are almost like, they're not temporary buildings, but they're kind of, but they're just like put right on the fucking ground.
Okay. Well, in that case then, because all I wanted to do was gonna scurry under the building and see what I could hear, but he'll look for a way in, as mice do. Look for a way into the building.
The place looks like it is cleaned by a bunch of fucking recruits who have nothing better to do on the weekends than to clean shit. And the place looks immaculate. And you don't see a single hole or like in the wall or absolutely nothing. This place looks on fucking lockdown.
Okay. Well, in that case, he'll find a door and kind of like look around and make sure there's nobody around, and he'll try and just scoot his way under the door if that's possible.
All right.
If it's not, we'll come up with something else.
Give me a acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's see. I was looking for a mouse stat block. Here we go. Get out of here. Okay. Okay, don't show this again. Okay. Okay.
I mean, you can use yours.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping it was better, but it's not. Okay. Acrobatics check. Here we go. 8.
You can like smell under it, but the wood is very, very plush. Like, it's very close, and it's very well balanced. So
okay.
You might make it under there.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything he could scurry up? Like, place probably doesn't have like gutters and drain pipes, I'm guessing.
No gutters, but I mean you can certainly. Yeah.
So if he can't go under the door, can he run around the building and see if maybe another door is in worse shape?
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably not, but we may as well check all the doors.
Yeah. You want to try the door over on this side?
Sure.
All right, give me a perception check.
Okay. 10. Fucking dice roller's gone cold.
That's not great, dude.
It's not great.
And
It's middling.
You actually don't see the cat sitting on that door sill until you get right fucking there.
Okay.
Roll the initiative.
Okay. 18.
All right. The cat got a 19.
Okay.
You are now in combat with the cat.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, if the cat got a 19, he goes first.
The cat lunges at you and swipes.
Okay.
And
This isn't good. This is fucking real bad, actually.
What would a cat swipe be? Let's do.
There's probably a house cat.
You realize one hit KO, right? Possibility.
I'm aware. Like I didn't.
No, I'm asking him, not
No,
you.
not one. Because if you like mouse, their bodies, like if it's a bite, you're fucked. But it's swiping at you. Swiping is not. I mean, they might tag you, but you could still run away from. But I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look it up because I'm sure there is. You're probably right.
Adam's got the stat block
Well, I've got it too.
for a mouse.
I've got it for a cat.
Hey, I'll be right back.
I found the one for a cat mimic. Tiny beast unaligned. Perfect. It's on Reddit too. Of course it's on Reddit.
The cat block.
Yeah. Armor class 12, speed 40, hit points. Wow. Does not have great hit points. A 1d4 hit point. That's fine.
Yeah. That's
Strength,
what I'm talking about, bro.
cat fall. If the cat would take damage from falling, that cat can make a DC 10 dexterity check.
Hey,
No
y'all.
damage.
Hey, with this swipe, it's a nice suspenseful stop. I gotta go. Let's pick up here next week, and we can let Boz clean up the mess I made. It'll be
So Boz, you can go ahead and tell him he's got to fight a cat to start out with.
right. Yeah, no.
It is 10 o'clock, so it is stop time. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. So.